Back by very, very popular demand and a bunch of upset New Yorkers, we're gonna do the premium Timberland boots. So last time we did the basic Timberland boots and so many people were upset and they wanted to see the premium ones. So here's the premium ones. This video did really good and the comment section is hilarious. And I was gonna wait maybe till January to do this video, but because this video did so well, I hurried and bought these premium ones, and so we can hurry and get this out and show you guys which boot is better and see if the premium ones are really worth the $80 extra. But according to the comment section, it doesn't matter anyway, because apparently if you're caught wearing these ones, you're gonna be in trouble. And I think we're gonna reach that 50,000 subscriber mark before the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed, consider liking and subscribing. I've got some really cool stuff planned. Right now I'm working like 50 to 60 hours on just the regular business side of the business. And then these videos is more of just my like side project I do for fun. But if I can continue to grow the channel and get enough subscribers to where I can start getting sponsorships and doing some really cool reviews, some high-end reviews, doing some cool giveaways and stuff, that would be my dream. So thanks for your support. And if you haven't subscribed, consider doing it because it's gonna be fun. So let's get to it. A quick rundown on the specs of these boots. These are the Timberland premiums. They've got the suede or NUBUCK. If you don't know what suede versus NUBUCK is, I made a video for that. These are NUBUCK leather. They are waterproof, 400 grams of insulation, $200 on the Timberland website. So a few differences I noticed right off the bat is the premium boot has a different color stitching. It has a leather liner. The collar seems to be made out of a different material, and obviously the sole is this gum sole instead of whatever this one's made out of. And this one is 7 ounces heavier. So this one was 1 pound 7 ounces. This one was 1 pound 14 ounces. So just some interesting little tidbits before we see what's really inside of them. And I think I'm gonna have to cut this one on the bandsaw. Last time we lucked out because I just happened to cut around the shank. But this time I'm gonna cut with the knife and then finish off the sole with the bandsaw. So let's cut it up. Ooh, I'm gonna need a new bandsaw if I'm gonna keep cutting these boots in half. The bandsaw didn't have an issue with the steel shank. It was more of an issue with like the gum sole. So now that we got it cut in half, let's see what's inside. It's actually a much better interior on this thing. Actually looks significantly better. It looks really comfortable. There's a lot more rubber to it and a lot more structure to it, which is really nice. I think it's a urethane sole.
It smells like a urethane.
And I don't know how much tearing of it I can actually do because it's really, looks like it's really fused together. But let's try to tear the insides out first and see what's inside. Well, I failed pretty miserably trying to get this thing apart. Everything's like fused together in this urethane, or it's glued. Pretty impressed actually. I didn't think that the premium ones would be that much better than the basic ones. So now let's lay them out and do a side-by-side comparison and compare the different parts of the boot for each, and yeah, just do a little side-by-side analysis. One of the biggest differences, maybe not structurally, but aesthetically, is the cuff around the top of this. The premium ones have a leather cuff. The basic ones have a cheap plasticky cuff, and that plastic one is gonna start cracking and showing this liner on the inside. And the liners are the same on both boots, so not much different there. And then we go to the uppers of the boot. This looks like it's the exact same leather, the exact same style of construction. They both have the waterproofing, which after doing the previous video, I learned that the waterproofing is in the actual leather itself. It's not this rubber cement looking stuff on the inside. This rubber cement stuff is a waterproofer that seals the threads so that water doesn't seep through the threads. But same uppers, both made in the Dominican Republic. And then we go down to the lining. The premium ones have a leather liner with the insulation liner, and the basic ones just have the insulation liner. And then to the counters are the exact same, so not much difference there. They're both a Texan counter, which is good for this style of boot. And now we go to the insole insert. The premium one has a lot thicker and has a little bit of leather on the heel part. And the basic ones is just a really thin, simple one that you're not gonna get a whole lot of comfort out of, but it has the insulation on it. I really like the premium ones a lot better. I would rather have a little bit cushier and more comfortable insole. It's actually going to mold to your foot better. And then if we go to the actual insole itself, it's the same insole. It's got that hard cardboard, laminated cardboard stuff near the heel, and then it goes to an underlayer of a Texan fiberboard. So same thing there, but the way it's structured from there on down is completely different. So the premium ones, it's fused or glued to the actual outsole itself, and the outsole is significantly thicker. It's more of a urethane than like a cheap rubber outsole. It's a lot thicker. They both have a metal shank inside of them, and if you're not sure what a shank is, I have posted a shank video. I'm not sure if I posted it yet because I don't know what order I'm posting these videos in. And then for the cushioning for the heel, the premium ones have this, what looks like a recycled higher density foam, and the cheaper basic ones have this pink low density foam, which, you know, if you had to choose between the two, the premium ones is probably gonna be a laster. The premium ones are gonna have a longer lasting heel pad, and that's on top of all the extra thickness and weight you get from the premium ones. So overall, the premium ones are significantly better. I think it's worth the money. It's better construction, better materials, better outsole, and this is probably my the thing I was most annoyed about with the basic one. It's a better cuff. It's a real leather cuff. So if I was to make a choice, I would always lean towards the premium ones. They look way more comfortable, better construction. So yeah. Hopefully this helps inform you and helps you make a smart decision when choosing between these two boots. This is the thing I really like about these videos is most people that do reviews, they're doing it off of their own experience with it, and that can vary so much from person to person. But with this style of video, we can tear it apart and I can have my opinion on it, and you can look at all these different factors and everything that's inside the boot and kind of make your own decision, which I think is it's a really powerful thing when you're spending your hard-earned money on a pair of boots or a wallet or whatever we happen to be reviewing. So thanks for your guys' support, and I guess we'll see you in 2020, unless it's already 2020. Then see you now.